sign loomed out of the rain. "Welcome to Black Hollow." The letters were faded, nearly consumed by ivy, as if the town itself wanted to disappear. Ellie had never heard of Black Hollow, and that, in itself, felt wrong. She had grown up just a few hours from here, yet the name rang hollow in her mind. She hesitated, glancing at the fuel gauge. Almost empty. There was no choice but to stop. The town was eerily silent. No cars, no people. Just rows of sagging houses, their windows staring blankly into the rain. Ellie pulled up beside a dimly lit gas station, its neon sign flickering, buzzing like a dying insect. She stepped out, shivering as the cold rain soaked through her jacket. The clerk inside was an old man with cloudy eyes. He barely acknowledged her, moving with mechanical slowness as he filled her tank. "How much?" she asked, digging into her pocket. The man didn't respond. Instead, he lifted his gaze, staring past her at something in the darkness. Ellie turned, but there was nothing, just the rain, the empty road. "Miss," the old man finally rasped, "you should leave before nightfall." The words sent a chill crawling up her spine. "Why?" His gaze shifted to the road behind her, to something unseen. "Because it remembers." A car door slammed. Ellie spun around, her breath hitching, but her car was empty. No one was there. She shoved the cash into the old man's hand and rushed back into the driver's seat, her pulse hammering as she locked the doors. The engine roared to life, and she sped down the main street, desperate to find an exit. But the further she drove, the less sense it made. The streets twisted like a maze, looping back on themselves. She passed the gas station again, her heart lurching. Impossible. Her hands tightened on the wheel. She took another road, speeding up. But minutes later, she was back in the exact same spot. The neon sign flickered. The old man was gone. And then she saw it. A small figure standing at the edge of the road. A child. She barely hit the brakes in time. Her headlights washed over the boy, revealing wet, tangled hair and hollow eyes that reflected too much light. He didn't move. Ellie rolled down the window, rain drumming against the car. "Are you lost?" The boy tilted his head. His mouth moved, but no sound came out. Something about him made her chest tighten. The way he stood too still, the way his clothes looked faded, like they belonged to another time. A memory stirred. A long-forgotten newspaper article. "Child vanishes in Black Hollow town left abandoned." No, that had been decades ago. Couldn't be him. Ellie swallowed hard. "Do you need help?" The boy smiled, a slow, unnatural curve of his lips. And then the radio crackled. A whisper slithered through the speakers, low and static-filled. "You shouldn't have come back." Ellie gasped, her hands trembling on the wheel. The boy stepped forward. Her headlights flickered. The engine sputtered. Then silence.